Talented artists can tell complex stories with simple pictures, and Nicholas Cole is a talented artist.
With his depiction of Aladdin, he's telling us that this is not the Aladdin that we know. He's more complicated, likely darker, and far more powerful.
Let's take a look.
In trading card games, each piece is a composition, a collaboration between a talented artist and an art director working to tell a story. Lorcana is no exception. Every piece of art is crafted with care. Ravensburger, Disney, and the artist create each piece with a specific purpose. And because Lorcana is handling beloved Disney characters, they must account for the source material. Each deviation must be done with a purpose.
And this Aladdin definitely deviates from the source material. Of course, the biggest tell is Aladdin's face and overall style. When we compare him to the other Aladdin in Lorcana, Emerald Prince Ali, we see that Nicholas Cole's Aladdin looks very different. We don't know enough about Lorcana's story yet to understand why, but there are some clues as to where this Aladdin is and what he might be. So let's examine the artwork, and we'll start with the lighting.
Aladdin is depicted during the transition between day and night. The setting sun colors the wispy clouds and shines on Aladdin, but only part of him. Aladdin stands with his back to the light, partially illuminated, but looking into the shadows. Behind him, the sun sets. He looks into the darkness, into the night, with eager expression.
Aladdin stands high above Agrabah, perhaps on a rooftop or the flying carpet. How do we know it's Agrabah? Because we actually have seen two pictures of Aladdin. This depiction, seen on a starter deck box, is nearly identical, except Aladdin gazes at us rather than to the distance. Additionally, in this picture, we clearly see the Sultan's palace in the background.
This Aladdin, Prince Ali, wears clothing from the film. Now look at Cole's Aladdin. He's not wearing any outfit we've seen him in before. This clothing is new, but we do see something like it in Aladdin and the King of Thieves. In this film, Aladdin wears clothing styled similar to his ruby Lorcana outfit. He wears a cloak secured with a brooch and a sash underneath. It is safe to say that his outfit is likely inspired from this film.
Nicholas Cole's Aladdin wears a large brooch to secure his cloak, and we've seen a similar one in the films. This is Cassim, Aladdin's father. This brooch, depicting the hand of Midas, is part of his signature style and conveys Cassim's deepest desire, the core of his identity. He seeks the hand of Midas so he can overcome his biggest insecurity, his sense of inferiority and poverty. At one point, Aladdin even dons this outfit to free his father from prison, breaking the law and the Sultan's trust to do what he thinks is right. This is the way Aladdin has always lived, in darkness and light. Aladdin's brooch, however, does not show the hand of Midas. It shows something else.
In Lorcana, each color ink has a symbol. Red is called ruby, and this is the ruby icon. This is also the symbol Aladdin wears on his brooch, where, in the film, the hand of Midas was displayed.
And he wears this symbol not once, but twice, on his brooch and on his chest. Aladdin is showing that he has embraced the power of ruby ink, perhaps being changed by the ink's power.
This Aladdin's embrace of ruby's power shows that he is no longer of Agrabah. He is of Lorcana.
In Lorcana, there are 3 Borns. One of them, Storyborn, seems to depict characters that we know from the films. This Aladdin is Storyborn. We know him.
At the other end of the spectrum are Floodborn, characters that deviate wildly from the source material. They almost seem to ask, what if? For example, what if Hades conquered Olympus? This Aladdin, Cole's Aladdin, is likely Floodborn. This Aladdin may answer the question, what if Aladdin took his father's place? What if this Aladdin became the King of Thieves?
In this case, he might not be a villain, but he's also not a pure hero. Nicholas Cole's art suggests that this Aladdin lives in the darkness and the light. He has crafted a ruby ink and has embraced its power, shifting from the Emerald Aladdin we know and breaking free from the lines defined for him in the films. Perhaps he embraced his father's identity as the King of Thieves just as he fully embraced his shift from emerald to ruby ink. As Aladdin's father said, larceny is in the genes.
So what do you think of this Aladdin's art? Please drop us a comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
And if you missed our video on Aurora's art, you can check it out right here.